I'm literally about to do something that I thought I would never, ever do. And here's my Ryobi blower, which I'm glad I bought it. I really am glad I bought it. Considering I could have bought the Ego or Ego, or there was another brand that I was considering. And I'm glad that I bought that one because I need to show you guys something. This is my grass, or my yard. And apparently we got weeds now that we didn't have before. And that's not cool. So, the current situation is looking like I'm gonna have to go buy a lawnmower. And so I never would have thought I'd buy a electric battery powered lawnmower, but apparently that's probably the direction that I'm going. And so I'm glad I bought the Ryobi, because now I can use those batteries with the lawnmower that I'm about to buy. So there's that. And to be 100% honest and transparent with you guys, so make sure I don't get a copyright strike and I don't hit my mirrors coming out the garage. To be 100% transparent with you guys, I think our landscaper crew might have gotten picked up by ice, or is worried about it, because we haven't seen them. They're not returning our messages. They did cash our check though. They did cash our check, but we don't know if they're ever going to come back. So the option would be to just wait. The other option would be to try and hire another crew and pay them, or just do it ourselves. Our yard's not really that big, so I think I could probably cut it in like 10 minutes, maybe 15, edge it in another 10, and yeah, I could get it done in like 30 minutes. I get it all done in 30 minutes, do it once a week-ish, and it'll all be battery powered, which I was thinking about that, and it's just like, you know, I expect the batteries to fail. But at the same time, like, what does that cost to replace a battery in comparison to gasoline and oil? I guess I could do the math, but I got my gear with me, which isn't much, and I'm just gonna go out. I'm gonna go for a drive and record something somewhere. Slow-mo. We got 68 miles left on the tank, and I have to unfortunately dread this filling up, because I don't want my car to catch on fire. I was gonna stop and get gas here, but they only have 92. I think we can do better than that. All right, so we got one. Parking a little close here, but maybe it's just because of my angle. But we got 93. 93 octane and 377 a gallon. How much is gas where you are? Do you want a receipt? No. I don't want a receipt. Lift nozzle, select grade. First, we open fuel door. Second, we lift nozzle. We select grade. We insert nozzle securely. It's ready. Begin fueling. Pull handle. Lock trigger in place. Wait until your bank account is empty. That damn TL over there dumped, ain't it? Tucking. So I'm gonna guess that we're gonna be like 50 bucks. Probably at least 50 bucks. But that's just a guess. I have no idea. I'm really just making this up. Okay, that was a pretty good guess. And it stops, okay? So here's what I do. I just pull this joker out and I just immediately turn it up so I don't drip on the paint. Not that I really care because I got PPF. And that's pretty much it. I mean, there's a little bit of gasoline like right there, but now it's on my finger. Got shorts for a reason, right? And that's pretty much it. Like, I don't know what the hell's going on where people are setting their car on fire, but hopefully mine isn't going to be one of them. And while I'm at it, I need to pick up a damn vacuum cleaner too. I need to vacuum the inside of this car out. Oh yeah, and speaking of PPF, I got these bubbles now, which kind of sucks. So right here, this PPF is not tucked, so you can see it's got a little dirt in there. But then here, I got like a few bubbles here. I don't know if they've always been here or not, but now I got bubbles, which it kind of blows because, you know, it's not perfect. But at the same time, I'd honestly rather fuck with my PPF and getting my PPF right. I'd rather fuck with my PPF than fuck with my paint. And so, you know, we'll fine tune the PPF, get it dialed in, but at least I'm not saying, look at these scratches on my paint. That's fucked up. So that's a plus, right? Which PPF is a must, especially if you're going to go to Monterey Car Week, which I was actually thinking about going next year. Taking a road trip, taking my car. Odds are I probably would be fine because a C8 Z06 is not considered to be a supercar. So hopefully I would be immune to damage from vandalism. But for the guys out there that got hit, the McLarens, two that I know of, one's Eric Choi. I just watched his video earlier. It really sucks. It really does. I don't remember the name of the other guy, but I don't know if it's just random acts of vandalism or if it was actually targeted because they were McLarens. And yeah, either way, it really sucks. And that's an interesting name for a restaurant, I guess. Huh. And I had no qualms with getting out of the house today as my wife, she was recording. I think she said she was recording like 2 or 3, maybe 4 different videos for her different channels. And she wanted the house to herself to get that done. I get it. I understand. I was like, say less. Take the car out, talk to you guys. And so my wife, she's got a news channel. She's got like a personal channel, like for the ladies. And she's also working on her TikTok. And I think I've gotten her really excited and really fired up about TikTok. So that's really cool. And if you are interested, or maybe a little bit, or even maybe your girlfriend or your wife, I would say wife if you have a really good relationship, or your significant other. I know some people have a great relationship, they're just not married. It's worth a shot. It really is. It's a great way to just express yourself and really like get some clarity on maybe like literally hearing the things that come out of your mind but come out of your mouth. And then even if you listen back to them like a few days later or during an edit, they really, I think it's really good. I think it's actually really therapeutic. And so I would recommend that, in addition to having seen firsthand how the algorithm can treat people differently. And I don't know if you guys have ever seen that movie Free Guy, but I feel like certain people have been almost written into the code. And as long as they make content, then they will be served and pushed by the algorithm. And if that works in your favor, then you could definitely turn that into some revenue, into money, which who doesn't like more money? And with that, making more money by talking about things that interest you, like really and truly. That's pretty much what it boils down to. And that's what we're about to do right now. More of that. And I've got a few screenshots here. I meant to take one earlier because it said that YouTube said that my video today was performing as usual or something like that. And it was a good indication that the video was performing well, even though it wasn't 1 of 10. It was actually a 4 of 10. It has updated since then, and I'll show you what YouTube had to say about that. But first, I want you guys to see this comment. Now, this comment actually came from this channel, the car channel, and it was about my C8 Z06 and the good problems that it's been giving me since owning it. And I honestly don't have any bad problems. Like these are all good problems to have. Literally saying that the PPF I put on my car needs to be adjusted. I mean, those are good problems. Like think about it. Think about everything. The PPF that I put on my C8 Z06 needs a little tweak. Come on, guys, think about it. In comparison, like relatively. And so this one's really funny because it just says a lot about the person who leaves the comment. And this is actually a lesson that I learned not too long ago, but basically what it boils down to, and you guys can, take my advice here if you'd like, because if you put yourself out there, granted, it's for the benefit of, greater good and, the positives that you should receive from it, but inherently, naturally, you will put yourself out there to receive negative. That is, unless you turn comments off. And there's nothing wrong with turning comments off, but if you leave them on, then these are the type of comments you could receive. And this one here says, interesting, drives a Corvette, but wears a Porsche hat, life learning moments. Would tell you not to spend your money on a sports car that has an insane depreciation no matter what year. Why do you think the previous owner traded up for a Porsche? The only car that has a proven record of retaining some value, no matter the miles. The reason folks buy a Porsche, it's exclusivity, the engineering. It's not always about horsepower or speed. Shit, for the money, a Dodge Hellcat. And there's a lot of hypocrisy and contradictions in here. But if you don't know me, then you don't know the story. And my hat triggering you is exactly why I wear it. It's exactly why I made that video. It's exactly why I use that title. And it's exactly why YouTube has given me the scholar's hat and is telling me that that video is performing really, really well, getting a lot of views, growing the channel. And I'm looking forward to the next opportunity to do that again. But let's just break this down here, really. Life learning moments would tell you not to spend your money on a sports car that has an insane depreciation no matter what year. Well, to each their own, but we can all spend our money on the things we want to spend our money on. And if what I want to spend my money on just completely is of zero value the next day, literally the next minute, then that's my choice. That's my prerogative. Why do you think the previous owner traded up for a Porsche? I don't know. Not really sure. Didn't really think to ask. Don't really care. The only car that has a proven record of retaining some value, no matter the miles. Well, I mean, unless you're immune to depreciation and perhaps maybe on the opposite side of depreciation, which would be appreciation, then every car is going to retain some value. This isn't really a strong argument if you ask me. Hell, my C8 Z06, even if it dropped to 50 grand, would still have some value, right? And I guess owning and buying Porsches is somewhat of a monolith, because he says here that the reason folks buy a Porsche, it's exclusivity, the engineering. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think Porsche Macan, Cayennes, Panameras, and Taycans have any exclusivity to them. I mean, they're a dime a dozen. I don't know how many soccer moms I'm seeing riding around in base model Macans and Macan S's. Like, exclusivity? Porsche? I don't think that they're synonymous. I think you mean 911. I think you mean 911, but It's not always about horsepower or speed. No, you're right. It's not. And it shouldn't be, because my car is a whole lot faster than a lot of those Porsches that people are buying. Oh, and by the way, if they're not buying a 911, then odds are they're buying a depreciating liability. And let's just say, for argument's sake, they traded in my C8 Z06 to buy a Taycan. Make that make sense. But honestly, what I would prefer to do is really analyze the good comments that I get from you guys on a regular basis. And thank you all for being here and trying to respond to as many of them as I can. So keep them coming. And also analyzing the numbers, because these are good numbers. And so we see this spike here, and I think that's the car video, or not the car video, but the video I was talking to you about. And we can see here that in the last 48 hours, its views are actually going up even more. And that, folks, is Evergreen, okay? And so I focus a lot on Evergreen over here because these videos can last almost a lifetime, if not longer. And so if a video doesn't just jump out the box, like as soon as you upload it and go viral, it's okay, because it has plenty of life left in it. The conversation of cars in general, as it's just like personal and my style, the vlog lifestyle, it is evergreen and will always be in demand, in season, I guess. I'm not sure the right words to use here. And if the channel grows, as I expect it to do, then odds are there will be people that go back to binge watch to catch up on different stories. And it has no shelf life or expiration date. And those are the graphs charts that I like to see. A video that starts off doing well, as it did, then kind of like chills for a little bit and then picks back up again. Because that just means that the algorithm really liked it from the start, and then the algorithm loved it to keep it going for a long period of time. I've actually had a few videos do that on this channel, one of which was towing a U-Haul trailer with a JL Jeep. Another was the seat lowering module that I installed on my Macan GTS Porsche, which again triggered good comments, good engagement, good communication, being a resource to others. The main reason why I did both of those videos is because neither one of those existed when I did them. And I wanted the answer. It wasn't out there. So I said, fuck it. I'll go do it and I'll provide the answer. And the answer was towing a U-Haul trailer with a JL Jeep, and then also installing a seat lowering module. And hopefully it just helps somebody. That's really the goal here, is to help other people. And that's what I want to do with you guys here. This video, like I said, I wish I would have took this screenshot earlier, but now it says, nice, more subscribers are engaging with this video, helping to increase its reach. Views are up 8% more, or I'm sorry, up 8%. More subscribers are choosing to watch this video, and they're watching longer than usual, helping to increase its reach on YouTube recommendations. This is what I would call compound interest, okay? Compound interest. Think about it like this. So this is a different channel. It's my main channel, my news channel, my work channel, and my workhorse. And so think about it like this. Every video doesn't need to go viral. Every video doesn't need to be a #1. Every video doesn't need to just like completely blow up your channel. But if every video incrementally does better, can you imagine getting an 8% return on every investment you make? Think about that. Like, that would be freaking huge. And then 8% compounded on 8%, compounded on the 8% before it, is growth. It's huge. And ultimately that will lead to consistent view numbers. For instance, like I think Tedward, if you look up on Social Blade, you'll see Tedward's videos don't really get a ton of views on each video, even though he has great cars and conversation to share. But overall, in the last 28, 30 days, Tedward's numbers are tremendous. Yeah, I take that all day long. Multiply that RPM number times his views that I showed you the other day, and you'll see big money there, folks. This is definitely an opportunity worth getting involved in if you enjoy doing this and want to make money from it. it's a really great win-win, potential win-win opportunity scenario here. And anybody can do it. Anybody can win at any point in time. I am shocked to see some of these numbers. For instance, Eddie X currently sitting at 9 to 10,000 views, or at least the last time I checked. When I take a screenshot now, it could be different. On his ZR1 video with his wife, or ZR1X, I can't remember, in comparison to little old me talking about my Z06 and showing you scenes by the water. You know, it's just like, comparatively, you know, the multiples here, I've gotten so far almost 3 to 4 times more views than I have subs on the channel, and continuously gaining more subscribers. Whereas Eddie X's video is a little bit different story. But then we get into, there's another caveat here, and that's the viewership per video, per niche, per topic. And it really, now YouTube's algorithm, everyone's saying the algorithm has changed and everything. YouTube's algorithm really is looking at it per video, per audience size, per video, per topic. And that's your only real limitation. It's not the age of your channel. It's not the subscriber count of your channel. It's not anything like that. It's literally just how many people could be interested in this video. And if you, 1, make the video, 2, optimize the video, and 3, hit the mark with your title and thumbnail, game over. And just for clarification, every single one of my channels, all my videos are all organic. I don't pay to promote. I'm not a part of any multi-channel network. I don't do any of that stuff. And I help other people do the same, and it works. It can work simply, easily, naturally, organically. This is a buddy of mine, Patrick, and I got him started. And Patrick broke the freaking record by getting monetized, meeting 1,000 minimum subscribers and 4,000 watch hour minimum requirements. He broke the freaking record at 11 days. I have never seen anything like it, but I'm not gonna lie, guys. It came down to simply and easily his story, who he was, and just sharing that with the world, which I told him from the start. I knew it was gonna work because he had an amazing story. He had a tremendous story to help so many different people, and he did it. My wife previously had the record at 45 days, and Patrick broke that at 11 days. And so for those of you who wanna get monetized, which isn't it's not the end all be all, but for those of you who want to get monetized and think it's a long process, it could take years. Well, the long and short of it is, you're right, it could, but it could also happen a whole lot faster if you are deliberate in your actions and you have a better idea and understanding of how YouTube's algorithm and the system works. And I'll tell you what, guys, I came over here to walk because I wanted you guys to get this scenery, but my flip-flops is like scooped up every little bit of gravel walking over here, and it is extremely painful. It's like walking on glass. But I came over here just for the aesthetic value, and I know some of you have probably seen, this is a trend. This was a trend, and it probably still is a trend on YouTube, but this was a trend of just walking at a certain angle. Maybe it's like here, maybe it's like here, but it was a trend of just walking at a certain angle. And this was back in the day. So this is actually, the reason why this started, in my opinion, is because of YouTube's algorithm favoring constant change that a lot of people were trying to achieve through editing, retention editing. And this was closed caption, this was subtitles, this was jump cuts, this was B-roll, this was angle change, camera angle changes, A-roll, B-roll. And so, in my opinion, what people started doing was they just started walking, because naturally, as you walk, this would automatically change. Your background would automatically change. And that would be the constant change that the algorithm was looking for. Also, a little bit of a hypnotic approach for the viewer. And if you capture the audience demographic over the age of like 50, odds are they're going to be locked in on the scenery behind you, and you'll keep them around for a long time. You'll also probably earn a higher CPM and RPM, and advertisers will favor your content more than others, just because older audiences are typically more valuable, have more disposable income, investments, money to spend. But yeah, the key, the secret really is knowing how this game works, not necessarily going in blind. Like for instance, the amount of videos that I watched before I bought my car, research that I've done, I know you guys probably did the same. Why not do the same with YouTube? But also make sure that the information you're getting from the research you're doing is valid and it actually works. And speaking of good problems to have, can you guys see the waves in the lip back here? I don't know if it's always been like that or if it's just so fucking hot down here in Florida that it's warping this hoe. I don't know. All right, it's hot as shit out here. I gotta go.